Greetings, Earthlings.
This is your host, Mo. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to my home. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a big manga nerd. I've been collecting for a little over 3 years, and my collection is at over 250 volumes now. However, for me, collecting manga and reading manga are two very different hobbies, and I'm not as good at reading manga as I am at collecting it. Ideally, I would have about 70% of my collection read at any given time, but I am very far behind. So I challenged myself to read as many volumes as I could in one day. So I spent about 14 hours binge reading just to see how many volumes I could read through and see how high I could bump up my read rate. Without further ado, let's see what I read. To start off with, the first volume of Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. And of course I had to grab a Red Bull before I started reading. After finishing volume 1, I jumped right into volume 2. And oh my gosh, I love this. I need volume 3, like, yesterday. And next, just gotta scooch you over there, Kyo, excuse me. Next is Cheerful Amnesia, Volume 3. And a snack break. And yes, I like banana, don't come for me. Anyway, back to the manga. So I finished up with Cheerful Amnesia, Volume 3. This is a very cute Yuri, by the way. Hopping over to my little Nagabe section. Next, I read The Wise Wise Beasts of the Wizarding Wisdoms. Try saying that 5 times fast. Next was I Think Our Son is Gay, Volume 5. Then another little snack break, some Pringles. And with that I was done with this volume. Kind of a bummer that this series ends at Volume 5, but this last volume at least wraps things up very nicely. Moving right along to the next one, we've got The Ice Guy and the Cool Girl, Volume 5. I absolutely adore this series and these two goobers. Next up was After We Gazed at the Starry Sky. I had recently picked up Volume 2, but it had been a while since I've read Volume 1, so I just went ahead and reread that before jumping into the second volume. Weirdly, the first volume was not wrapped, but the second volume is wrapped. And I put wrapped volumes on my shelf and don't unwrap them until I actually sit down to read them. So enjoy this footage of me struggling to unwrap this volume before I could actually read it. This is a short and sweet BL, and one of the main characters is a wheelchair user. Moving over to my other bookshelf, I went for the Demon Slayer spin-off, Kimetsu Academy, Volume 1. You might be able to tell from my shelf there, I'm a very big Demon Slayer fan, and I enjoy this spin-off as well. It's just a cute, fun little extra. Next, I went for Insomniacs After School, Volume 5. This is a series that I absolutely adore. It's just so cozy, and I love the main characters. If you love slice of life, I highly recommend checking this series out. And there's an anime adaptation as well. After Volume 5, I went right into Volume 6, which catches me up with everything that's been released in English so far. And last but not least, heading back over to my first shelf, is Volume 2 of The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife. Another sweet little romance about an invisible man and a blind woman who work together at a detective agency. And that's where I tapped out. Before starting this challenge, I had read 144 out of my 255 volume collection, giving me a read rate of about 56.5%. And at the end of this challenge, I had read 12 total volumes, 11 of those being volumes I hadn't read before, bringing me to a new grand total of 155 volumes read out of my 255 volume collection, bringing my read rate up to about 60.8%, which is about a 5% increase to my total read rate, which I'm pretty happy with. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Take the like button to your leader. Let me know if you're at all interested in seeing a tour of my manga collection. I think that would be a fun video to do next. And tell your pet Mo says hi. Catch you later, Earthlings!